Desmond. We have an incoming signal.
Fucking hell. What is that noise?
I believe we have intercepted a transmission from Universe 234,584.66666, a race known as the Vulcan. It's my belief that this is them talking.
Can you translate?
Translating now.
This is an urgent message to the High Vulpine Imperial Palace. I am General Narito tasked to the Kayu sector. We had recently come across a primitive world HW.564.237. Roughly a stage 0.6 civilization having only discovered nuclear weapons 30 solar years ago. As Imperial mandate, we prepared our forces and launched an invasion as the primitive species would make an efficient labor force. The invasion went better than we could have hoped. We had full air superiority by 2 days into the invasion. All governments eradicated by day 16. As it approached 4 months and we had rounded up 98% of the planet's population, there was only around 25 million left that had fled to a very large cave system in the mountain. The cave system was so deep our scanners could not penetrate down far enough to find where exactly the pocket of resistance is hiding. We decided to send in Pathfinder units to try and find them. Emperor, forgive me for sending those men down there. Their radios went silent once they got below where our scanners could reach. We had imagined there was a possibility that the radios would cut out. However, the teams were designated 10 hours to return back to the surface. It would only take us 3 hours to find out the fate of the men. Their screams started coming over the radio. I can still hear it. Just as suddenly as it had started, it stopped. And we were left in silence. That's when the sensor started to detect 10 life forms. Then 40. Then 200. Then thousands. They just started pouring out of the tunnels, whatever these things were. I am still not sure. They were an amalgamation of flesh and sinew. Some were the size of small vulpine. Others were colossal. Especially once they started to spread over the planet. I had been evacuated to the command bunker at the archipelago on the other side of the world. But I could see these things were moving across world. Getting larger in numbers, seemingly mutating to anything we could throw at them. We eventually, thanks to the help of a special operations team, managed to find out how they keep multiplying so quickly. They take biological organisms and they tear them apart with these almost surgical creatures. They stitch up the bodies into these creatures. Then they secrete a black liquid on the stitched up mass which then reanimates. They can even do it to their own dead. There was talk in the late days of the invasion that some intelligence protectorate agents had uncovered a rebel cell. But once they cleared them out, they found some technology that was far too advanced to be from this world. It was far more advanced than any tech even we have. But they couldn't figure out what it did before the creatures came. The most they understood was they thought it had something to do with gene manipulation. I don't have long, the bunker is breached. This is the last holdout on the planet. This will be my final broadcast. Great Emperor, if you are hearing this, we have failed you and all of Vulpine. Please, I urge you not to send help. Quarantine this planet. There is no one left to save. Who knows what this plague would do to the universe if it was let free. General Narito, 216th Vulpine Battle Group.
They said all that.
160,040,059 other signals coming from that universe, and the number is increasing exponentially.
This isn't the entity's MO.
Perhaps. Or maybe its tendrils reach further than we first thought?
The multiverse is off kilter. Who knows what monsters lurk in the dark? Show me another transmission from that universe.
I can't.
What do you mean?
According to my reading, Universe 234,584.66666 has never existed.
I believe things just got a whole lot worse.